This episode is brought to you by Switch Fix. Switch Fix, a better way to play the Switch on the go with the sleek, lightweight design. It allows you to slide in your Switch, clip in your Pro Controller, and play more comfortably. No more faulty attachments and uncomfortable Nintendo Switch grips. Switch Fix is a game changer. I'm not lying. Check it out. Get your Switch Fix today at GetSwitchFix.com or join our giveaway by clicking the link below. There are 6 ways to win. Through the link, you can subscribe to Chiptooth Gaming, like a CTG vid, visit Switch Fix's Indiegogo, share the campaign with your friends, and join Switch Fix's exclusive email waiting list, and a bonus entry when you do all 5. One more time, get SwitchFix.com or enter the giveaway below in the description. On to the show. Check us out.
Bienvenidos. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Completely Consensual right here on Chiptooth Gaming, your weekly gaming news show. For you first-time listeners, we drop new episodes every Friday on youtube.com/Chiptooth Gaming, as well on iTunes and Google Play. Anything where you can listen to a podcast, we on there. All you got to do is look up Completely Consensual, and we up there. I am your host, Compa Andres. To my left, you got Cheeks Double D Doherty.
What's up, players? What's going down?
And to the wavy, oh my God, that kid's so nasty.
I
Flowers.
thought you said weeby. I am both. But hey, what's
You're
up?
a little bit of both.
I am both. You know, I am one.
I am one.
But first and foremost, you are nasty. So that kid Flowers, everybody.
Sean's so nasty.
Thank you.
Sean's so nasty.
Glad
So
to be back.
we are here, back another episode. We are fresh off watching the Endgame. We made a completely episode spoiler galore bonus episode for you guys. Go check that out. We just made that. It's gonna be dropping there. So if you guys have watched
there
Endgame,
now.
It's there now.
So go check it out. If you watch,
It's
if you watch
posted.
Avengers Endgame, go check that out. We're not gonna talk about it at all during this episode. So if you want to hear our impressions on it or our breakdown of it, you can go ahead and go to the channel. It's completely. You'll see it.
Can you make like a link box? Can I like point somewhere and like
Point-
you just,
That's
like,
too much. I'm not gonna do that.
Damn,
Just point somewhere.
I
Just
tried to
hey,
be
he'll
cool.
do it. He'll do it. He'll do it.
All right, so just click in the description below.
There we
He's
go.
not gonna do
There we
it.
go. I'll do that. I'll do that.
That one right there should be there.
And watch it. We talk everything Endgame. If you guys want to know what we think about, we want to know what you guys think about, go to that video, leave a comment, drop a like, all that good stuff. We want to know what you guys think. And if you guys want to know what we think, go ahead and check that out. It's an amazing movie. We'll just leave it at that. We don't want to talk about it too much here on this podcast because we want to talk about video games. We want to talk about the news.
Video games.
And I want to talk about real quick, though, because it's been a long week. I think we're recording the day of Friday because we watched Endgame yesterday.
Yeah, we had a fucked schedule this week.
Yeah,
So
schedule
but
was
it's
all
all right.
kinds
You
of
get
fucked
2
up.
podcasts and an OGO this week.
And an OG old. Old games
Anna
old.
Ogo.
OGO.
It's called Old Games Old. Don't disrespect him.
Disrespect the
Don't
name.
disrespect
SF
Eli.
Tree's gonna come at you.
He's going to come at you like
Hey,
a spider
he
monkey.
probably says the same thing. Ogo.
Anyways, what you guys been up to? How was your guys' week? What you guys been up to?
Working. I came back from SoCal for Easter, so trying to get some sleep back in there.
Oh, yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Today didn't help, but
Yeah, fuck. It didn't help at all.
Yeah.
I went to bed at 3:30 last night and woke up at. So we had a call time this morning at 7 o'clock. That was just not the case. Everybody showed up at like 8.
Nobody
So
did
we're
that.
great at call times here at Chiptooth Gaming. But we knocked out a podcast. Went to breakfast. It was actually nice. I think this is like. I don't
First
think
long
we've
day.
spent first long day.
This
together.
is the first time where it's not like, hey, podcast, what's up?
I mean,
You got for, like,
it would have been
couple-
longer. I mean, with all of us, but Andreas had to bail on.
Very important meeting later on, guys.
very important.
Shit. So, Crash Bandicoot vlog. I don't even know how to describe
It's
it.
a vlog. Call
It
it a
will be
vlog.
coming out. The first Chiptooth vlog will be coming out, and it's gonna
I'm
be
excited.
good. We gonna go play some Crash Team Racing, boys.
I'm your
Or-
cameraman.
Can't-
All right.
Sean, just Sean and me.
Sean is
Sean and I.
magically beautiful duo. I mean, I don't want to see all the shine when I get on the camera. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't trying to do
Yeah,
all
you
that
got
for
an
you guys.
important
I want the
meeting, so I mean,
videos
I
about
get it.
CTR, not about Andres.
Business is business.
So, you know what I'm talking about?
Because I know it's business. I know it's about our channel, growing our channel.
Of course it is, dude. It's all that it is.
Business is business.
So it's going to be an eventful, very fun day today. Getting into the long weekend. I know some cool games came out this week. We got Days Gone, Mortal Kombat came out. Any of you guys picking up any of those games?
I already caught Mortal Kombat.
How you liking it?
I fuck with it heavy. I'm honestly been itching to play it since I've gotten here.
Yeah?
Like, it's
What?
that fun.
Oh, Cool.
I didn't bring. I mean, it's a digital copy, so there's not much I can do.
Okay. That's
But
not
look,
bad.
if you haven't played Mortal Kombat at all,
It's too
like
bad.
if you missed a couple games,
Yeah.
or you haven't played since like Mortal Kombat 8 or 7, great one to hop into. The character roster isn't big, so you don't have to worry about character matchups too much. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously they're there, but it's not like crazy big. The tutorial, I recommend everyone do the tutorial because
You have to.
you don't have to, but
Do they still do the X-ray stuff, like the X-ray killing and?
yeah. So now you can only do it once a game.
Oh,
Or it
okay.
lands.
So it's not like a meter where it grows anymore.
So there are still meters, but they're not for X-ray.
Okay.
They changed a couple like what I'm saying logistic things about the game, but like it still flows, and that's why I recommend the tutorial because like it breaks down literally everything about the game, like wake ups, get ups, setups, frame data. Like it really teaches you about the character, like everything.
I think that's important in a good fighting game.
It is.
Having
Frame data
good,
is very
like,
important.
Having a tutorial. Like a
yeah.
solid tutorial. I think that's because a lot of fighting games just kind of overlook it and they're like, figure it out. Or like if they do, it's like a not fun tutorial to play.
It's shit you already know or could just figure out just by playing.
Yeah, everybody when it comes to a fighting game, block.
Even
attack,
then, it's like there's some
counter.
shit where you're like, how do you do that? I don't even know how to do that.
Yeah.
It's all about
exactly.
combos. And
Whereas
stuff.
like that's what exactly, and that's why I feel like a good tutorial is good for a fighting game.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat tutorial is perfect because it tells you all the options you have while you're getting your ass beat. Like it's like you can do this if they're doing this to you, or you can do this if you're getting hit with this, or you can do this try to scare them.
So it also actually that's good because I know a lot of a lot of tutorials are just gonna be like, hey, that's how you'll go attack, and then like here's how you defend.
Yeah, like
but if they
jump,
give you like
kick.
situational, like, hey, if you're getting
really situational, and they have the computer
fucked up,
interact with you so you can see what's going on.
This is what
so
you gotta
can
do.
see it.
Like if you're trapped on a corner in the edge and you want to get out of this edge of the corner, that'd be pretty dope.
It'll be like sidestep. If you hit this button, if you hit down square, your attack's gonna beat up your attack because they're -3 on block and you're +3. So this attack is always gonna be faster because this character doesn't have any moves faster than this move. It's really like intuitive as far
So
as
it makes you start thinking about so the cool thing about Mortal Kombat is that's the 11th one, right?
This is the 11th.
So they could just improve on what they've already known. So that's why they could get it.
I mean,
They
they're
can't
always
get it wrong
adjusting
at
and
this
balancing.
point. Game balancing, things like that. So
It's just really nailing down the details.
So it's
Right.
pretty good. I mean, so you're having fun with it. You look not too
I'm
gory.
having
Not
hella
enough gore.
fun.
What you think?
I start playing with this character Frost. All you guys that play with it,
Was she in Frozen?
I fuck with her, but her fatalities are shit. So I might just have to drop her because her fatalities are
Just because
ass.
of her fatalities,
Just
really?
because of her
Yeah, you get dubs though. You
Huh?
get dubs though.
I get some dubs, It's just
Oh.
started. I've only played like
Who rips the spine through the asphalt? I like that guy.
There's
I
always a
respect
way.
that.
I know
There's always
Frost.
a
She
way.
rips the spine out your fucking head, but
Jesus.
it's not that cool.
It
Looking.
has to
Like,
be
it's
the
cool.
asshole. It has to be the asshole for Mikey.
Has to be the asshole. It's always the asshole.
If
for
Mikey
me.
can't reach up a good asshole to get to the spine, he's not gonna play the game.
I don't
Okay?
know. Like her X-ray is better than her ultimate.
3 out of 10.
3 out of 10.
Not enough asshole.
fatality, I mean.
They do a close-up animation.
Yeah.
What you guys been playing though?
Sorry
to interrupt that conversation, ladies.
We were just having a conversation about assholes.
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt that. What you guys been playing?
Sekiro. Still trying to beat that game.
Let me get that back.
No, I'm still playing the game. It's called playing
Bro,
a game.
You trash.
Yo, I don't disrespect.
How
me
long
like
has it
that.
been? You still haven't beat it?
First of all, I play little bits and pieces because then I get triggered when I lose.
Hey, you're the one who gave it up, doggy dog.
So whose fault is it?
First of all, it was your
How you
fault.
gonna give me something and want it back? You know what we call those people?
I had no peace.
we can't say it, but we all
You
know
know what you are.
We all know what we mean.
I had no peace with the game. You pressed me at my job, all right? I had no peace.
There was peace.
There was no peace.
You can play
I
Mortal
played-
Kombat. Tell me when you're done. When you're bored with Mortal
now I'm ready
Kombat,
for
come
Mortal
back to me
Kombat.
and I'll give you that game back.
I don't even want it right now. I'm having fun with
So
Mortal
then
Kombat.
why are you crying?
I just want to know when you're going to give it
Yeah,
back. That's
so-
my only
so
question.
This is what happens when you get waves. All of a sudden, you just want to be like
You're
top
too
dog.
cool for everybody.
Look,
You're
I
top.
just want to play this game.
I love how he said. I like how he did this, guys. He did this. He did this. Look. Hold on. 1 minute. 1 minute.
Let me check my waves real quick.
I just want to play the game.
You don't deserve it. I'm gonna let
Let
you know
me
that
play
right
the
now.
game.
You'll play it. We'll play
The
when I'm done
game.
beating it. Okay? How about that? But that's all I'm doing. That game's really hard. It's fun. I like it though. Not too crazy. What about you, Mikey?
So I jumped back into a game that I played on my Xbox at launch, called Rainbow Six Siege. I sold my Xbox, so I was like, hey, I'll buy it on my PS4. My dude's Connor is back on. He finally bought a first PlayStation system in his life, which is bananas to me. Yeah, so I've been on Rainbow Six Siege. God damn.
Oh,
that is my favorite multiplayer game.
It's a search and destroy game. That's all
It
it is.
is
If you don't know what it is, guys.
It's strategic. You
it's-
have to actually be good at shooters to play it, so Andreas wouldn't know about it. But it is a fantastic game.
He's talking
You-
like to
you
the
have
only
to
guy
have-
who plays shooters.
You
and is
have
good
to
at it.
have strategy. Everything is so thought out in
See,
terms of like,
that's
do I break
where I
this
can't
wall?
play it.
Where are they? Do I breach this? How do I enter? How can I attack them? Do I attack them from the top? Oh, they got that hatch closed. What's another way around this? And that's what I like about the game. And the new operatives are actually pretty cool. I'm fucking with the new operatives. So I'm way into that game again. And then a little game called Days Gone came out today.
Mhm.
As of this recording, so Friday. So I'm gonna be picking that up today and I'll probably play it through the night.
Yeah, I'll play it today. It's weird because it's something that we didn't put it in the news right now, but
Let's talk about it.
let's talk about it because I want to. It's weird because I remember about 2 weeks ago we talked about it. A lot of people, developers, and like reviewers, they got their hands on it, and they were talking about how good the game was. They're saying, "Oh my God, Days Gone is a breath of fresh air. It's good."
I don't
It
know if
looks
anybody
fun.
said that.
I'm saying that. What did they say? What did they say?
No, I mean we didn't hear their impressions till like yesterday.
No, people were saying that there were some people out there.
So it was
Not
always
every
hyped up.
reviewer
It was
out
hyped
there.
up. It was hyped up.
It was definitely hyped up.
Through the demos, but when people actually got their hands on it, it's a good game.
Yeah, the reviews came out. Not even reviewed, but people are giving it like 6, 7s. It's all out there
Which
as
is
far as.
kind of where I expected it to fall.
So do you think this is gonna be the first Sony exclusive to flop?
Yeah.
I just went straight to it.
Yeah, well, no, I said in our group chat. That's why I think it was funny. I mean, this is compared to Sony standards, yes, this is a flop. But in terms of how it will sell, and also,
So
it's a good game. So I'm still gonna play it because again, I'm not turned off by it being a bad game because it's not a bad game. It's a good game, and there's plenty of games that I like that are not phenomenal. These breathtaking stories that will completely change the industry, right? You can only get so many of those, right? We got Horizon, Last of Us, and God of War all back to back to back.
Mhm.
And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not having every Sony first party come out swinging every time. I mean, this is still enough to be like, I think this is better than, again, from what I've seen, I haven't played it yet. It still looks better than any Xbox exclusive other than Cuphead.
You know what it sounds like he's saying, Andres? It sounds like he's saying that everyone who doesn't like Days Gone is ungrateful.
Sounds like it is.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Sounds like it is.
Fuck you.
It's not like you're saying, the game is good, but like if you think it's really that bad because it's not as good as every other game, then you're a piece of shit. That's what I took from that.
Sean's salty
You're a
me
piece
for a
of
couple
shit.
times. No, I mean, if you get it and you hate it and you think it's a bad game and it's not what you expected, then
Guess what?
That's fine. Like you're able to have your opinions on the game, but to me, I'm still gonna play it and I'm still gonna enjoy it. Hopefully, again, I haven't played it yet.
As you should if you buy a game.
And formulate my own opinion around it because this is still a studio I love. Ben Studio, they're phenomenal. I want to see them actually make a full AAA game. This is essentially their like first big one. That's not anybody else's IP, which is amazing. And I like Sony's first party exclusives, and like I just said like a couple minutes ago, it still looks better than any Xbox exclusive other than Cuphead.
So I'm trying to figure out the best way to kind of phrase it. Because of Sony's first party and the reason why they have hit after hit after hit, this game that I feel like it's not probably the greatest game and it's not like the worst game, but it's just because it's in the middle, it's an average game, and because it's tied up to a first party, it's like it's Sony and all, it's automatically deemed a bad game because it's not up to the standard.
Well,
because you mentioned standard earlier, so I was like, what is the standard?
I mean, the standard's God of War, the last. I mean,
I'm not
the standard's
expecting
high.
it to beat God of War.
You don't want
Exactly.
it to be, yeah.
Exactly, and that's why I think it's unfair on a lot of people in terms of like what they were expecting, because it's like this is their first go around on a AAA in their own IP in a AAA game, right? So it's one of those things where I feel like people's expectations. I mean, even now, even if it's not a Sony first party game, if it's a 7 or an 8 or anything below a 9, I feel like a lot of people look at it as like, oh, a failure, right? And with any game, right? They go, ugh, a 7, what a piece of shit game, right? No, 7's good. It is a good game, but it could be better. There's some issues, but it's still all around a solid game with solid gameplay. which in all honesty, I love gameplay, and if the gameplay loops enough to get me, then I'm in. Just because if something's fun, I'll play it. Right?
Well,
That's
I
what
mean,
games are for. Is for playing. And like I
playing.
said, I wasn't expecting this to be a God of War story or and again, we weren't saying God of War story until God of War, right?
Yeah.
So it's like it took God of War 5 games to get to where it's at in
Took a
terms of
minute.
storytelling. So I think it will be fine. Ben Studio's going to be fine. I did think it was interesting that they released the Dreams beta like the week of Days Gone coming out, which is interesting that they would do that. I don't know why they would do that. It doesn't seem like the best marketing, but hey, it's okay.
You know what's a good idea? Let's do it at the same time.
Yeah. Let's launch 2 of our biggest IPs that we have left at the same time. And again, it's a beta.
Some of the reviews online are saying like the game is a little repetitive as far as what you do.
For Days Gone?
Days Gone.
Yeah.
It's a little repetitive.
Mario's not.
Mario,
So,
what? Which one?
Like Mario, the game in general, Mario,
Just
Super Mario.
Any of them. Literally pick any of them.
It's a different
Collect the
environment every
star,
time,
I know.
okay?
But that's what I'm saying. Games are repetitive in nature. Like a lot of them.
I mean, obviously, it's only one game that's gonna have so much content. But I'm talking about like repetitive as far as like I need to do this. Okay. Cutscene.
Yeah.
Do the same thing again, but maybe in a different area. Cutscene.
I feel like a lot
Do
of
the
games
same
are
thing.
like that. But again, I'm not defending them because at the same time, it's like, yeah, there are games that have figured it out already. And this is still in a very like PS3 era style game. Whereas I actually think if this came out on the PS3, it would be like an 8 or a 9 with the review. But I think the bar's just been set so high, just industry standard, that yeah, I mean, obviously they didn't figure out some things in terms of like how to not make this feel repetitive.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm still gonna play it.
So would you say this is an unsuccessful game for Bend?
No, I don't say it's unsuccessful.
If
I would
it's
say
coming out
We'll
as a
see.
6 or a 7.
We'll
see. I think
the money is where the money's at. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Hey,
if
numbers
that's-
don't lie.
The money is where the money's
Them
at.
numbers don't lie
So
though.
if it sells fine, they'll be fine. If it bombs, I still think they'll get another chance before they get closed.
Damn, went straight for the close. Wait for the fuck these guys. I'm out.
already. With the
I
close?
think it's good. I think it's good.
The trigger's kind of there. Like Sony's kind of known for that. Like you saw.
They cut ties quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've seen it with like PlayStation All Stars.
wasting no time.
Cut ties with
They'll
that
they'll take their
studio.
losses early, then later.
Incognito, they're like, fuck you, close that. There's a PS Unit 13 from Zipper, didn't hit the way that they wanted it to, so they closed that studio. So they're kind of known for big studio. Ended up closing big studio because again, that's kind of Sony's fault because they're like, hey, make this game for the Vita.
Now.
No, make it for the Vita.
Well, that's why it's the Vita. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the
They
Vita.
stranded it on the Vita, and then when it didn't sell gangbusters, they were like, well,
They said it's a what?
Later.
I thought you said gang something else. All right.
Gangbuster.
Okay. That's what I thought he said.
I'm excited to play. So my impressions will probably be next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll play.
I want to hear.
Yeah, sounds like a good game. I think right now for sure I'm in this gray area of like games to play. That's why I'm so heavy on Sekiro because there's just something new than Apex, Fortnite, all that stuff. I might get back into Fortnite right now because I know Fortnite and Avengers are kind of having like a crossover event right now.
I heard about that.
Yeah, so in Fortnite, they give you the idea is you're supposed to stop Thanos from getting the 6 stones, and in Fortnite, the characters they have Captain America's shield, Thor's hammer, Iron Man's like thrusters or suit,
Okay.
and then you have Hawkeye's like
Bow and arrow?
bow and arrow.
Okay.
And with that, you're supposed to stop Thanos.
And this is supposed to be a random character.
Yeah, I guess. I
Player
don't know how
as
exactly it
Thanos.
works.
Wait,
It's a
what is
battle
this?
mode. It's a battle mode. It's a new mode in Fortnite.
Oh, yeah, Fortnite.
So that's the reason why. And I want to talk about Fortnite for sure because that's part of the news.
What's going on with Fortnite?
News. So, let's go right. I mean, kind of just finishing up that thought of Fortnite and a new update. A lot of people kind of had the question of how is Fortnite doing all these updates every week, and there's a report that came out and is kind of like developer hell almost in a way. It's like crunch every week, all the time. So Fortnite developers at Epic Games are working 70-hour weeks. Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
They're working that many
70
damn
hour
hours. 70 hours in 1 week. And it's due to, obviously, Epic Games, how big they are, all the updates they push out. They're working in a constant crunch in order to maintain Fortnite. And it's pretty crazy. Can you imagine working 70 hours? in a fucking week?
I mean, I can, but not like joyfully.
40 to 45, 50.
The
It's
most,
worth it,
I think. I
most.
mean, again, retail, right? Black Friday. I think the most I worked was probably close to 60.
Yeah.
But then I needed a break. Like I for sure was like, because that's only 1 week,
Right.
and then you go back to your regular like, all right, 40. These guys are just working constant. So this guy, a source, he said I work an average 70 hours a week, and there's probably at least 50 or even 100 people at Epic working those hours, and there's people there who work 100-hour work weeks.
That's insane. And you know what sucks is they're probably like, fuck, this game's never, like, we're not trying to hit a release date. This is all maintenance.
But I mean, I think the developers behind Fortnite are really like passionate behind. Like, I think they're doing it because they want to.
Well,
I don't
it's
think
it's a hit or miss. So I mean, it's not the perfect thing, right? So I remember reading the report, and they were saying that they say they're okay. Like this is Epic, right? Epic's like, nah, dude, you don't have to work. Don't work 70 hours. But I do need this done by fucking tomorrow. It's like that's the mentality that they have. Like, and it's like, hey, Shawn, you don't have to do this. All right, don't worry about it, man.
Don't work
you
overtime,
take your time.
man.
Don't
Go
do your
see the
thing.
wife,
But if you don't fucking do this by fucking
this shit
Tuesday,
needs to get done Tuesday.
get the fuck. You might as well don't fucking come to work. Like that's the mentality that they have over there. Is like they're lenient, but at the end of the day, they're not, because they'll kick your ass at the curb and like, okay, cool, we'll just get somebody who does want to work 50, 100 hours. And it's kind of
every week though.
It's an update every week. So exactly right. So because of the updates, it's damn near every week. And again, it's kind of according to like the events. Like right now, there's an event with the Avengers, and there's always like even if you go to the Fortnite menu, there's always events going on.
So do you think?
And people are saying that the updates aren't really updates. It's more like patches to kind of fix the game, make sure it runs smoothly. And when you got a blockbuster game like Fortnite, you kind of have to have that kind of squad and people who are down to work those hours.
It's a sticky situation.
My thing is this. Sticky situation, but if you're getting paid to work those hours and you fuck it, I mean, you sign up for a little bit.
Did they?
I think every week.
I mean, at this point,
Fortnite.
at
do you
this
remember
point,
when Fortnite
yes.
was released?
At this point, no, exactly. All the people who got hired now or back then, and again, for some people, this is their baby. Some people who've been working since season 1 and people who don't know what Fortnite was, there's probably people still there like, yeah, I've been working here since day fucking 1. Fuck you.
But what's the? I mean, there's a balance, right? Because
If you're getting
let's
paid,
say
you
Chiptooth Gaming
if you get
goes
paid, you
big,
get paid.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously we're all passionate about what we do.
Yeah.
But to be like putting expectations on like Shawn, there needs to be a video up every day. You need to get that up every day, and I don't care if it like don't work more than 8 hours, but the video needs to get done every day, right? And then it takes you 12 hours to make that video, right?
Right.
How like there's a balance of I'm working because I'm passionate and also unreasonable expectations on the publisher. And there's something where it's like, would Fortnite still be number 1 if they push the update every month?
Probably, and then this is kind of.
I think they're just doing a lot with the game in general. Like, I think it's the fact that they're putting like you said, this Avengers game mode. There's always like the
New
lava, the
guns.
floor is hot, the floor is lava mode. New guns are always coming out with new fucking like what the hamster ball.
It keeps that.
They're just adding so much that they have to fix it all because it's obviously not gonna be perfect. There's always gonna be someone that finds some way to abuse it and then stream it. So I think they maybe slow down with the content. Maybe they wouldn't have this issue.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of see that with the other game that's out. So it's kind of part of the news as well. This is kind of a big chunk of news. The other part of that, to kind of argue that, is Apex Legends. It got on the news this week because there's a lot of decline in viewership. People aren't streaming it anymore. People were saying that streamers were just paid to stream the game, but they weren't really interested in the game. So that's why the decline's going down. But other people are saying, to attribute the decline in viewership is the whole idea of there's no updates, there's no new characters, there are no guns, there's nothing going on with the maps.
All right, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead. Finish.
I have a mixed opinion about Fortnite. I recently just bought the little premium or battle pass, right?
Why would you do that?
Because I wanted to see what it was about. I wanted to see like if it was worth it. I'm
Okay.
probably not gonna buy a new one. Just to tell you why.
Okay.
The grind is too much. I'm not saying I don't like playing the game, but like to really get the rewards and benefits from that battle pass, like you really have to play a lot because you don't get a lot of points from like winning.
No.
There's no extra incentive to win damn near. It's just you play the characters, maybe get the little like the daily bonus shit, and then that's it. There's no incentive to win at all. You don't even get extra points for winning. So it's like playing this game, doing all this work, doing the same exact thing because it's the same map, getting the same weapons.
Yeah.
It's almost not, I wouldn't say it's not enough content, but it's almost not enough content. Like what is that? Well, what else am I doing?
Yeah.
Like the map isn't changing. There's nothing new about what's going on. Maybe different situations, obviously, because it's a different 60 people every time. But like,
I agree with you. And wasn't the response that they don't want to overwork their devs?
Oh no,
They
exactly.
need to work on one thing at a time. So
That's
I
exactly
feel like they're both
the
on
argument.
opposite ends of the spectrum.
Very.
They're both extremes, right? Whereas, like, if at the same time, if Chiptooth Gaming were to get 20,000 subs overnight, right? You bet your ass we'd be working our asses off to be able to maintain that and grow that, right? Because we found success on something, and all of a sudden we have all this influx of subscribers and viewers, right?
Yep.
But at the same time, we're not going to scale up and make everybody work 70 hours. Where there's a balance.
If I got to.
There's definitely a balance. I mean, obviously there are going to be days where it's going to be like, fuck, this week this just needs to get done, and I'm going to be putting in 70 hours, right?
Yeah.
There's going to be times like that, but for the most part, it's like there definitely is a balance because I feel like Apex isn't building on the success that they had. And the people are saying, oh, it's because they pay streamers to play it and they weren't really interested in the game. Fuck that. Apex is a fantastic game. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That game is fantastic, and I think it's better than Fortnite. But they're not supporting it at all versus over supporting it. I think there's a difference.
You'd rather go with the over support rather than
when we got the Switch Fix, which is what this episode is brought to you by and a sponsor of. I hopped on Fortnite just to see like how what the game's like. It's completely different. I don't even recognize the game anymore. You good? I don't even recognize the game anymore. The hamster, like it's weird.
There's so much.
I
That's what I
played
did.
Fortnite over Easter with my cousin who plays all the time. And
There's so much shit going on, dude. I don't even know.
You know, landing was different because I'm used to Apex. So, like, everybody has to jump out individually. I was like, oh, shit, we jumped out.
Yeah.
So, I had to do that again. I was like, oh.
No jump master?
No jump master. Fucking picking up weapons were interesting. The traps is all new to me still again. Building is building. I mean, you get used to
But
it.
if you stay with the game, though, if you're up with the game, if you're up to date with the game, if you were playing constantly like your cousin was,
of course.
It's nothing new to you.
Of course.
And like for me, I definitely stopped playing for sure. If I get back into it now,
the game is unrecognizable.
I'm gonna be like, exactly. I'm gonna be like
gradual like updates, but it's one of those things where it's Apex they need to build on what they have. Respawn, because they have a very lucrative franchise that they can make.
They need to build on that
off.
map.
Yeah, and
they need to do something for sure now, though.
I mean, nobody's asking for an update a week. Like nobody who plays Fortnite's asking for an update a week. Nobody. That's why I'm saying they can get away with an update a month.
I think they're out of the whole time Apex has been out. There's only been 2 new updates. It's gone out. I don't know what it was.
What does that sound?
It's like an orca or some shit outside or something. But the idea of Apex and the updates, I think there's only been 2 good launches, and obviously, and not even an update. One of them was literally to unlock a character. Mm-hmm. Like they announced that guy, I think.
Yeah, the Octane.
Octane, that was the one update, and then the other one was like they just kind of weapon balancing, right? Like, yeah, I knew that because I'm a wingman guy. Wingman went from 6 rounds to 4 rounds, and I'm like, it's good. Give me 3, I'll still kill these bitches because that's how good I am.
That's how good he is.
I'm not questioning you, sir.
I'm a bitch.
Well, somebody was.
You understand his prowess in Apex?
He doesn't need all the bullets.
God,
all right,
Connor was giving me shit. Your buddy, he was giving me shit. He was like, I tweeted out, I was like, damn, getting dubs in Apex with the wingman. And Connor was like, fucking loser or some shit. I forgot what he said on Twitter, though, but it was pretty funny. He added me, though. Respect.
Wizzly.
But that's the difference, right? I mean, for me, I definitely would want another update of Apex. 60 players, fuck that. Go to 100 now. Cool. The map, make it different. Make it somehow do something better. And it kind of, for me, I'm thinking, okay, cool.
Like make solos.
You got Respawn, who is making 2. I feel like they're going to make 2 great games. They're obviously working on Apex right now, and they're working on the Jedi Fallen Order. They don't want to spread themselves
working on
thin.
Titanfall, too.
And Titanfall. I think Titanfall's,
Earth 3,
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, no, Titanfall 3.
Titanfall also.
So these guys are getting spread thin, and while Epic Games already has the success, already has the billions in value and all that stuff, they could easily just shove out more developers, more money to get these updates. Apex, I mean, they got Respawn, they got EA to help them out, they got EA to back them up. EA is just known to fuck shit up, so why would they really try to,
get them involved? Well, the thing is what Fortnite did so well originally was like the weekly challenges, right? They gave you a way to, hey, try playing the game this way, try playing the game this way.
If
try playing
Apex
the game
did
this
that,
way,
fuck
do
yeah.
do this, right? And now they just really put that on steroids, and like, now we have all these different events and all these different things, and the map's constantly changing and blah 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 blah. Where it's like, I get it, I respect it, but at the same time, it's like nobody's like, if you could gradually grow versus trying to overgrow and then work everybody to death. And where Apex is on the other side, where it's Respawn's kind of like, it's kind of on the back burner. Like, it's there, it's out. Well,
like peace,
we're
love, man.
we're not gonna over support it. We want to focus on other things first, and then we're gonna fill it. By the time they do that and they get back around to it, Apex is gonna be dead.
No.
So and nobody wants that. And like, in all honesty, it's a fantastic game. I just don't think there's enough there right now in terms of like what Fortnite did was they, like I said, the weekly challenges. They had certain things in place to be able to keep you coming back, and that's what Apex needs. And that's something that they could be doing that doesn't take 80-hour work week, 70-hour work week, right? So it's one of those things where it's a balance.
Right, and
Where do you land on that spectrum? Because it really is total opposite
That's
sides.
why I'm saying I won't buy that premium pass again, because it's just not enough there, and it's not really worth the effort to really grind it out, because you have to play that game a lot and do the same thing over and over. Not saying it's not fun, but at this point in my life, I'm maybe like 3, 4, 5 games of Apex in strong, and then I'm off, which is it's a good amount of time. That's
No,
like
it's
an
a
hour or
good,
two.
like an hour or two. Because even for me, like,
But even
I've
then,
been playing Apex.
I probably wouldn't even level up my battle pass within that time.
But and then look at something like Rainbow Six Siege, where it's going so strong. It really is still going so strong, and they're still supporting. They're still putting out new operators. They're still putting out new updates and content and patches and maps and things like that. So that's what I feel like that's the good balance between the two. Whereas like they're not like, yes, it like now.
Yeah, but it's that continued support of it. Just because what I'm scared of is because Apex is declining now in viewership and people aren't really paying attention to it anymore. That EA is gonna be like, well, fuck this game.
Let's not get it twisted though. The game is still.
The game is still very fun
it's
to play.
It's still very popular, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just not as popular as Fortnite right now, and it's not as popular as it was when it came out.
Definitely.
So it's one of those things where it's like there's a balance, and I feel like they gotta find it, and if they don't, then Apex is gonna die.
I hope not, because I'll be playing it. Because it's fun, because I'm with Flowers a little bit, where it's like I play it for a good couple matches, and guess what? Switch over to Rocket League.
Yeah,
me and the
and
homie
Fortnite is just
Shishan
adapting to
play
what Apex did. The good parts on Apex, Fortnite is just adapting to it, which is great.
They're taking it away. There's respawn vehicles. There's markers now.
Right.
All that stuff. And again, it's a copycat. It's like a copycat league, man. Everybody wants to.
I mean, it's just who can do it better.
Right?
Who can do the battle royale?
As of right now, I'm glad I got
Apex.
these two good kind of. I barely even touched Fortnite though. Will I get back into it? Probably. I really want to try out that adventure thing. That end game got me hyped.
You see, and it's things like
That's something you
that
have to
that
pay
get you
for?
back into it.
What?
The Avengers thing.
No, Fortnite is free, bro.
Fortnite's free. What you talking
Well,
about?
but I know that like I don't know. I wouldn't be mad if they're like, hey, this Fortnite pack you have to pay for.
Yeah,
It's a mode. It's like a limited mode. It's not
I
gonna be
wouldn't
like a
say no one
permanent
would
thing. Like you could play for probably this weekend and then they'll take it away.
Dumb.
That's Fortnite, dog. Fortnite's always weird.
He said dumb.
Because I feel like I
remember
remember I played Fortnite one time and I literally I tried building. This dude fucked me up in like less than 10 seconds. I'm like, well, I'm getting off. He destroyed my wall, built his wall, and then I was like, wait, I can't edit this wall. Oh wait, now he's on top. Fuck, I'm dead now. Literally happened like a span of 5 seconds.
That's how quick it goes.
And I was like,
Back to the lobby.
back. Let's drop again one more time. Let's drop one more time.
Let's all go lobby.
But yeah, I'm in that middle. I feel like for the 70-hour work week, I don't want to say you choose to do it, but you definitely choose to do it. It's just a weird scenario. It's just something that it just sucks. I mean, you got if you want to, it's the price to pay to be on top. I feel like it's the price to pay to be on top.
Yeah, but I don't know. There's a lot of developers that are very successful and don't push their employees
down their
that
throat.
much. And don't have those expectations. And if those developers put those expectations on themselves, then that's another story, right?
And yeah,
Because I'm pretty sure there's people at Naughty Dog working 70 hours a week, but I'm also pretty sure there's people working 50.
and it's funny because Epic Games they read the article. I think Polygon wrote the article, and then Epic Games offered a response to these 100-hour work weeks, and then it says we have been responding to those challenges by aggressively growing the team, improving our planning process, and experimenting with approaches. The Epic spokesperson said. One of those approaches include 2 mandatory company-wide breaks, compromised of 2 weeks in the winter and the summer.
as a developer in Epic, if you're working these 100-hour work weeks, I don't even know if like it's not like the company's not trying or they're not successful, because I'm pretty sure the management and everything is good. As far as, obviously they have a lot of things. They have the Epic Store now, and they're growing. The growth
Chester
is crazy.
over there.
Huh?
I said Nick Chester over there holding it down.
Who the fuck is Nick Chester?
He's one of the leads on Fortnite.
Look at this guy knowing names. I wish I knew names. Get in there soon. But I'm just saying, as a developer, like 100-hour work weeks, management's good. Obviously, that your work is obviously getting put to good use because the company's still a billion-dollar company. Yeah. So, are you mad? Especially if they're trying to take, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to implement these new approaches to, I guess, your extreme conditions, which they say in quote unquote is rare.
I know, right? Yeah,
well, here's the thing. Are you mad if you're getting the money? No, but are they getting the money? And that's where that talk of unionization is such a strong one in our industry right now, just because it is. They don't see those millions and millions of dollars. They don't. They don't see a drop of those millions and millions of dollars. And a lot of these guys are underpaid for what they're doing. And yeah, again, overtime, you'll get paid tons in overtime, things like that. But I mean, is it really? If you're making millions and millions and you're only, it's one of those. I don't know. It's just it's tricky. It's one of those tricky things where it's where's the balance? Who gets paid when? Like just in terms of, it would be a union would be able to say if this game reaches this many concurrent players or is making this much money, then each of the developers get a cut of this much.
Yeah, I mean, in a perfect world. Yeah, that's the thing.
So that's the
commission off the game,
tricky.
damn near.
Yeah,
damn near. Yeah,
that's too much work, man. Let's just see how this goes. I mean, hopefully, I just make sure mental breaks, they're important. Just if you're getting stressed out, 70-hour work weeks, take a day off.
They get 4 weeks off in the year. So
that's more than enough.
That they're doing enough.
Guess how many weeks I take off?
2 weeks in summer, 2 weeks in winter. Who needs more?
It's a full month of living. Not a lot of people get that. That's a blessing, honestly.
Full month of living.
Dead serious. Sometimes people only get 2 weeks. Work a whole year and get 2 weeks. So
I
if
mean,
you get four,
I could take a whole month off if I wanted to. You're right.
Hey, look, boom, you get a whole month. Epic's doing the same thing. You can't complain. They can't complain, but maybe they can. I don't know.
Let's just see what happens.
We can't solve. We're a bunch of fucking chuckleheads.
Right.
Let's get into what the next Call of Duty is going to be. Hopefully, rumored. A lot of things happened. So the NFL draft happened. The reason why I bring that up is because this is where the whole event took place. A lot of several NFL and college players, they attended a private Activision event to test out the new Call of Duty. Obviously, when you get a bunch of people who are excited about a game, things happen, people talk, things get leaked, and what got leaked is going to be, I don't know if it was a video or audio.
It was video and audio, but it was like people were able to freeze it and see like Modern Warfare 4.
Modern Warfare 4 on the title.
They were able to hear like things
kill
streaks, things like that. So
because of this leak and because of straight up the subtitle that said Modern Warfare 4 speculates this year's installment of Call of Duty being Modern Warfare 4. And it's crazy because the last Modern Warfare that was released was back in like 2011. It was pretty far back when Modern Warfare 3 got out. It was pretty far back. It was a while ago. And so now that it's 2019, Activision, these guys are the ones that pretty much own Modern Warfare 1, 2, 3, 4. They're saying, cool, this is the year for Modern Warfare 4 to come back.
About time we get a fucking Modern Warfare shooter. I'm tired of all this World War I, World War II bullshit.
Well, that's what I mean. I definitely was a heavy like Call of Duty player back in the day.
I used to play Call of Duty a lot too.
I'm telling you, Modern Warfare 2 lobby. Oh, let's go to Rust 1v1 360 no scope only.
Yeah, what's up?
What's
bro?
like good?
Where you good? 1v1 me, bro.
That's
1v1
where it
me,
was.
1v1
me. Let's go.
1v1 me.
Those are just
You
stories
don't
to tell
you
your
remember
kids
1v1
now.
me,
All
bro.
right, that's never happening.
There's a lot of mouth.
They don't know about the chat lobby.
It's a lot
of happening.
They don't know about the
pretty
lobby.
mouth. You know what I mean?
Chat lobby.
The lobby in the chat, man. You don't know about that. You fucking dummy. You fucking. Oh my god. That's where I learned my shit talking.
Hey,
that's where I
Grandma
learned.
Banger 69 1v1 me on Rust. You
I
fuck.
remember one time they got thrown me off.
Hard R is a thing.
There was one time hard R is a fucking the main thing over there.
With
But I
that
remember
hard
one time
R,
that threw me so.
Shut down the whole lobby.
There was one time that this kid threw me the fuck off. Right, we're in a chat, right, and he's over here. He's talking a mad shit, and out of nowhere he's like, "Yeah, dude, I'm gonna fuck your dad." And I'm just like,
Hey,
Hey,
like,
respect. That's
whoa.
a fucking thing.
coming straight
bro.
to your mental,
that
bro.
boy just straight
That's
up
a-
was like,
Trying to throw your
I,
game
Get
off.
in your
I was
head, bro.
traumatized.
Trying to get straight to your
And
mental.
I'm just like, holy shit, this is crazy.
Wasn't ready for it, were you?
I wasn't, and it just threw me off. It's like, you're gonna
I
fuck my
bet
dad.
he probably clapped you after that
I
too.
was like, no, I clapped his
probably got
ass,
fucked.
dude. I'm telling you, back in the day, this was my shit.
Okay.
Modern Warfare is when I created the one and only.
So are you hyped for Modern Warfare 4? If this is, the
I don't
truth?
know, because Modern Warfare 3 was kind of for me.
What was it for it? What
I
about
can't remember, dude. It was like 7 years ago. You told
I
me.
was-
I would take Modern Warfare 3 over any of the shit that we've
I
done.
take 2 is where it's at.
Facts.
Modern Warfare 2.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Give me the intervention sniper, and it's Donzo's.
Man, do you remember?
R.I.P. That
In Modern
sniper. Just
Warfare
put
The
it down.
sniper
opens-
was
Gone.
deadly.
Do you remember when Modern Warfare 2 opens and you go through an airport and you shoot everybody?
That
can-
would never be in this.
No,
that
that's
would
like
never,
that's
ever,
some like
ever.
shit. I remember that. I was like, wait, I'm supposed to kill these people.
I'm walking down.
I
and
had
then
a lot of fun on that mission, by the way.
I straight up remember the straight up warning. It said, "Hey, this is
No
a
one got away
mission
from
you
me.
can skip. Do you want to skip this mission?" And then I was like, "Nah, let's kill everybody in this
I
shit."
could, that whole entire airport was done by me. I made sure.
That
Oh
was
my
a
gosh.
No one got
bad.
out. No one got out safe. No kids. No women.
Nobody.
Oh my
I
God.
remember people were there. It's a bad.
Got all the motherfuckers at the checkout desk.
If there was a way to get 3 stars, I made sure to get 5 stars.
So
Okay,
fucked up.
I got them all right there. Lined them up.
it was pretty bad.
Luggage.
No way in hell this would ever
I don't
be
know
the
how they
game
got
now.
away with it. I don't know how they got
Honestly,
away
I
with it. Even
think
back then,
They
like,
made a push for it to be some type of like
They
it's part of the
censored it,
story,
like,
part of
they
the
warned
campaign.
you.
well, they gave you like you can skip this next mission.
And I remember I was like, no, I bought this game for a reason. Let's play this mission.
was like,
Then
"Oh,
I
here we go."
realized, holy fuck, this is super fucked up. But then you go, just holding the trigger
See,
like,
I don't know how I feel about that. In all honesty,
I
because
think now-
looking back, I'm like that really could desensitize some people.
no
because
doubt
of
about
that
it,
shit like that.
100%.
So it's like that's probably irresponsible on that part, and that's why we aren't ever gonna see that again. But it's just a weird place in time to like look back and think and be like, oh no, they published that, like that was part of the game.
Imagine I was like, what? Modern Warfare 2. Tambo, check it out.
That was Modern Warfare 2.
No, I wanted to when it was released.
I wish we had Tambo.
Tambo, when was the Call of Duty 2 released? Because I really want to know the year.
Folk man.
But
oh,
either
no,
like,
I'm
but
high.
it doesn't matter what.
Probably like
Doesn't
08.
matter when. To be honest, it's still a fucked up mission. But then again, we were kids back then. We were teenagers probably,
And
and I
capitalized
was
on
like,
us.
guess what? Yeah, Play
They
this
straight up
mission.
capitalized on us.
Christ.
I
And
told
us
you, I
as
ran through that
kids-
mission like,
What does Call of Duty have to do to win you back?
boots to the floor, for sure.
It's always
They've
been,
been
that.
doing that.
They've been doing that for the past 2.
You
He doesn't like it now because
can
it's
jump around
back
on walls
in
and
the
shit.
back.
Like, fuck all that shit.
You
I
haven't
don't
played
wanna-
Call
I'm
of
not
Duty in a
trying to run-
minute, have you?
I haven't played Call of Duty in a minute. You're right.
Yeah,
I
because
gave up on
they
them.
did that. They did boost to the ground, no wall running, none of that bullshit.
Take out that zombie bullshit. I know it's popular. I know zombies is really
Hey,
popular.
fist me, my guy.
Don't.
But
stop
take that
fisting.
bullshit out.
Fuck the
So
zombie
here's the
mode.
thing. No. Let me take you a trip
Keep
down
that
memory
shit
lane.
in
Let me
Black Ops.
Let me take you a trip down memory lane. Okay. It's you're playing Black Ops. Okay. You go ahead and start playing zombies. You're around 30. It's 2:00 in the morning. That's it. That's my story.
No. 2:00 in the morning. That was on
Where's he going
motherfucking
with this?
Nuketown.
I
fucking
love.
somebody up.
I
Fuck
could go
some
a
fucking
lot about
zombies.
zombies because zombies now it is definitely way too much. The story's just out of nowhere. But I remember zombies so much in Call of Duty, where it was Richtofen, the Russian guy, the American, and then the other Russian guy who thought he was like Japanese. I don't
Weird.
know.
I don't know. I never played the full zombie mode.
I played the story. I was the guy where Black Ops 4 came out, and I was legit doing the Easter eggs. I would make sure to get 4 people who were down, and it was all my friends, and we would literally play it all night long. We legit had a zombie night. I went over to my buddy's house. We were in Oakland. We started playing at 12. We didn't stop playing till like 8 in the
See,
morning.
that was a craze. And then after Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 1, I felt like it was just like, all right,
too
well,
much.
we're done with
Black
this.
Ops 1 is, real quick, I know we're just talking about Call of
So
Duty
what
in
are they gonna
general.
win you back though?
Take me back to Black Ops.
So you
Black
like the
Ops.
Black Ops. You don't like the
Black
Modern
Ops
Warfare
from
type of
Modern
games.
Warfare?
Black
That's
Ops.
a choice. Black Ops or
Black
Modern
Ops
Warfare?
was
Choose.
my.
What type
I
of
think
player are you?
It's so hard to tell.
Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare easy.
I would say Modern Warfare 2.
That's what we mean.
No, you said we gotta be sure.
That's Modern Warfare in general, like all the Modern Warfares were
It's
better
so
than all
hard.
the Black
So
Ops.
good.
Well, okay, so if you're talking about the best series, I'd say Modern Warfare. Best game for me is gonna be
Black Out.
Black Ops. Sorry,
I was like, what?
Black Ops. Call of Duty Black Ops.
I mean, there's a lot more game modes in Black Ops, but
The numbers,
I know
Mason.
What
What do
came
they
to Modern
mean?
Warfare.
The numbers, Mason.
I know what I came for.
That whole thing, that campaign was great. Zombies was amazing. I legit spent countless hours playing zombies, and not only that, the multiplayer was smooth, fun, great. I think I had the most fun in Black Ops because I think that's when I was like, that was my prime. I was smirking people. If I could stream during that time, if I could stream, I would stream.
That's why I don't like it. I don't like Black Ops.
It's too easy.
It's too easy.
You never played against
I think the last Call of Duty multiplayer, or the last Call of Duty story I played was like all the way through was Modern Warfare 2. And then
Mine
I got
was
Black
3.
Ops
3.
And then I got Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops, and I was like, I'm good.
Modern
Like,
Warfare 3
halfway through.
because of price. You see what happens to price and all those guys.
For Modern Warfare to get me back, or Call of Duty in general, They need
Boots on the ground.
better pacing of the fucking multiplayer, because sometimes I feel like it's too fucking fast. Like, I just spawned, run around the corner, I get shot.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Hey, Shawn, drive fast, eat ass. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Get with the times, bro.
The fuck?
It's
Pregnant
fast.
pause that.
It's the fast gameplay, bro.
No.
fuck?
You're just not good.
The fuck did you just
I
say?
like
okay.
fast
You're just not
gameplay,
good.
but not
fuck
when
you
it comes
just
to shooting.
Drive fast, eat ass.
Not all the time when
I
it
think
comes
you
to
just
shooting.
eat ass.
Because you miss something.
So
Your
I
awareness
mean,
has to be
that was
way
the
up
last for
there.
me. That last campaign was Modern Warfare 3. Which one? So which one is your favorite entry in the whole Call of Duty series?
Modern Warfare.
The first one.
Any of them.
Any of them?
Mikey.
2. Modern
Two?
Warfare 2.
I mean, it's okay. You're talking about the best entry. I'm still gonna go Black Ops. Fuck, I'm stupid. Black Ops. Call of Duty Black Ops. That'd be the one.
There's nothing better
Hands
than Modern
down.
Warfare.
Modern Warfare 2 is one of those games where it's like
Modern
we're
Warfare
gonna
2.
look back on it and we're gonna be like, fuck, that was like a industry shifting game. And
It
where
was, no doubt.
where everything else is gonna be like
You know,
Black Ops. There's an argument for Black Ops being in that conversation as well, because that was a phenomenon.
How
as
did
well.
Modern Warfare shift the industry? What did they do?
Okay, first of all, the mechanics. That's when they really nailed down the first, like how a first-person shooter is supposed to feel. The story, actually delivering a impactful and interesting story in a first-person shooter, which again wasn't done up until that point.
Okay.
And
True.
then 3, the multiplayer. Like, the multiplayer is just iconic.
I think the multiplayer was so good because of the community, or not because of the actual gameplay. Not saying the gameplay was bad, but it was the community. It was
Sure,
knowing what
community
you came to when it came to those lobbies, knowing what you were going to get yourself into. Not necessarily playing the game.
Community could take a factor into it, but I would say the more industry shifting is like how iconic those environments and those maps are, and
Yeah.
how
Yeah, they do have iconic maps.
how they're able to
Like the
change
characters-
gameplay based on map, right?
Like the
Because each
map was its own character
It
in
does
a
make
sense.
you really. It really does make the.
I mean,
change the
map
way you
design
play.
in all
It's-
shooters is
like
always important.
Yeah, but up until
Symmetry
that
and
point,
shit.
there was nothing. They weren't doing it well. Like up until
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2, it just wasn't done the way
Yeah.
it was done,
Yeah.
and that's why it's industry shifting. Because I feel like if you're making a first-person shooter game, everybody on that team is either looking at Modern Warfare or 2 and has looked at Modern Warfare 2 and is being inspired by Modern Warfare 2. I think that's the difference. I don't think anyone's looking at any of the Call of Duty Black Ops outside of 1
Mhm.
being like, this is the inspiring part. This is what inspired us. This is what we're gonna be
Yeah.
able to do, right? This is our holy grail. This is our holy Bible, right? This is what we're gonna go off of and build on the formula that they made. Whereas I feel like Modern Warfare 2, if you develop a first-person shooter, that and Halo are like the games where it's like, okay, this
Revolutionary,
is kind
for
of the roadmap.
sure.
Yeah, this is what changes
is-
the industry.
This is what's gonna people go look into, and I don't want to say
Think about it.
copycat, but
Modern
this is how we
Warfare
do
2, if you look at the time, there was really nothing like it.
The pace, I think Modern Warfare 2 just had such like an original, like unique, like as far as every map had a different pace to it.
Yeah.
Like there's always hot zones in every shooter. Like like
it. Yeah.
people are gonna run past this
This
spot
alley,
all
they
the
know they're gonna be
goddamn
there.
time.
Yeah.
So you have those zones where like obviously you catch someone camping there, like in a corner, just waiting for your dumbass.
Yeah.
But like it was just the randomability. Like you just be walking, or you walk into a mansion, for example. I forgot what fucking map that is on Modern Warfare 2, but it's like you know what the mansion at the top. You
Yeah.
have the
No.
field. You walk into that bitch, you didn't know what to expect because like there was always something new going on in there, and it was just you hear gunshots, you crouch walking, you maybe even crawl on the floor, and then bam, someone hits the corner with 2 fucking shotguns, and what you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
God damn. Nah, I want to play Modern Warfare 2 now.
Bring it back.
Does it make me want to play Modern Warfare 2?
I want to play Modern Warfare. Fuck
So
Black Ops.
it's a good game. I mean, it's a game that's always going to be there for us to play. It's just up to us to, hey, let's play this game.
I
You
hope
guys
these
got the
rumors are
gameplay
true.
down and all that stuff.
I really hope these rumors are
Just kinda wait
true.
and see what happens. This new Call of Duty is going to be heavy on campaign. More than likely, going to do Battle Royale again. A huge and expansive multiplayer world and some fun co-op gameplay. This was straight from the president of Activision, the new president. And he's pretty much saying, yo, we got you on this game. It's a beloved franchise. We're going to do good
We
to
getting
it.
campaign. We getting little
But this was
special
back in
ops,
February.
two against the AI. And
So we
get
in
some
there,
multiplayer.
man. We in there.
Great.
We in there.
No
Um,
zombies.
I want zombies.
No.
Zombies now, though, is stupid. There's too much shit to
It's
do.
been
You got to,
stupid.
like, fuck you.
It's been
First of all,
stupid.
don't-
You just weren't
Speak
smart
the
enough to
truth.
realize
Speak
that.
the truth, Sean.
Now it's hella
It's
stupid
been
because you're
dumb. You
supposed
just
to,
weren't
like,
smart enough to realize it's
hey,
dumb.
let the man talk.
Hey, take it easy.
where's
Hey,
the
take it easy.
where's the me bun? Where's the me bun?
Zombies have
Right
been dumb.
Which-
All right, cool. Anyway, so Sean.
yeah.
So let's talk about how bad
Look,
zombies are.
I can hear me.
I'm just getting you unmuted.
I'm not gonna yell anymore. But yeah, OG Black Ops. That was zombies. Now zombies is boo boo. Now it's just too much shit. So I don't even like the new zombies.
It's
There's
been
so
like
much
that
stuff.
though.
They have gumballs and all this weird shit.
But
Give me
that's been there.
just give me flowers. I swear to fucking God.
Like you're acting like you played like the
Flowers.
zombie game type is. You act like it has evolved. Like it has not.
Shut the fuck up.
Hasn't.
Either way, I'm
Plus,
excited
it's a
for
different
it.
map,
I'm
different
happy
part of the
for it.
world.
You know what? Let's
Maybe the zombies
let's
move
just.
faster
I'm gonna just nope.
or come from different
We're
areas.
gonna agree to
Moving on.
disagree.
That's it.
We're
Moving on.
We're gonna move on to something we're both agreeing.
Oh God.
It's gonna be the last
you
bit of
speak my
news.
language.
It's gonna be the last bit of news, real quick.
You
Cause
speak my language?
I'm speaking that Game of Thrones. I'm
Speaking
speaking that
that-
Hodor.
Got.
Hodor. Mikey's gonna take a quick minute. Just mute yourself real quick. What button is it? That one.
Minute
right
with
there.
Mikey.
There we go. A minute with Mike.
Minute. So, guys, if you guys don't even know, Game of Thrones is out. Episode 2 dropped. Spoiler alert, because we probably will say something with the past 2 episodes. So if you haven't watched any of the Game of Thrones and you don't want to know anything about it, next 5-10 minutes, just lower the music, lower the volume.
Skip forward 10 minutes to the outro and then subscribe.
Let's
Game
talk
of
about
Thrones
it. Let's
3.
talk about episode 2.
Episode
2 was on
I
Easter.
hated it.
Why?
It was unnecessary.
Well, the
A lot of the dialogue.
Arya scene was not necessary. The Arya scene was
There was some
necessary.
scenes that were necessary. Don't get me wrong, like the conversation with Daenerys and Jon.
This was
the
episode.
Brienne scene. The scene with Arya.
Yeah.
Some of the dialogue between.
Brienne scene was dope. What you mean?
I said some of it was
Oh,
necessary.
okay. Sorry. I thought you said
Some
you
of the
didn't.
dialogue between like Tyrion and Jaime was necessary, but like a lot of that other bullshit was like,
What are the bullshit? You mean
what do I care what
Tormund
Arya
talking
has to
about
say to
giant
the
titty
Hound?
milk?
Like what? I don't care what the Arya has to say to the Hound. She tried to kill
Do you
him.
not know how Tormund was raised now?
Who?
Tormund?
Fuck is Tormund?
Am I saying his name wrong? I'm probably saying his name wrong.
Who you
The
talking about?
Wildling, Ginger Wildling, the dude.
Oh yeah, what about him?
Do you not hear his story? How he was raised? He killed a giant. Then a giant came,
But
thought
why
he was
is
a
that
baby.
important to me? I mean, if he's
It
not
was
even one of my
great
favorite
fucking
characters,
story.
maybe if
He
that's your
drank
character.
giant titties milk for 3 months to survive.
I'm with that
It's
guy.
amazing.
I don't
I
even know if
stand by
that's a true
any
story or
guy
not.
who drives.
And
What's
his old
verification?
dialogue with
Giant titty
Brienne,
milk.
where he's like, "I would knight you
As far
10
as I'm
times
sure-
over."
As far as I'm concerned, he was just trying to like fucking impress Brienne.
And guess
That's
what?
what I look like.
He impressed the fuck out of me. He wasn't even trying to.
All right, but he's not. You don't have the vagina, so hold that. Anyway,
So first world of you.
look,
Mikey's just giving this little drop and some shit. You don't know what's going on. But okay, cool. So why did you hate it? So wait, what?
it was just unnecessary. Like it was. I wouldn't say.
You said the episode was filler. You're watching anime, you get filler episodes.
I skip
This was
them.
a filler episode.
and I skipped the fillers.
So you're watching Game of Thrones like 5 years from now. You want to rewatch the whole series.
I'm gonna watch this
You're gonna
episode
skip
again.
this
I've watched
How
episode?
many
this episode.
episodes is Game of Thrones? 6 episodes?
6.
For
Yeah.
this season?
6.
It's the final season. There
6 or
shouldn't be
7.
any filler.
Facts.
This was
Drops
great.
Mike. Thank you.
They needed this. They needed this to kind of set up. You're gonna
mean,
go.
it was-
You're gonna
it
go
was
to
an
the biggest
effective-
battle of your life.
It was an effective
Not even your
episode.
life.
Don't
You're
get me
the
wrong.
biggest battle of the fucking universe, and this is how people are reacting. This is how people. Some people want to go drink. Some people want to fuck.
It was an effective
Some people wanna
episode.
just chill.
Some
People wanna
wanna
fuck.
So people are just chilling, and this is each character's way of doing it. Arya's gonna get fucked up. Everybody's going to the crypt. Little do they know, the crypt is where the people.
Whoa, Arya's gonna get fucked up. First of all, don't try to give me like subtle spoilers like that. All right, don't ever do that.
She gonna get fucked.
Check yourself.
She gonna get clapped.
She already got fucked. She already got clapped.
Check
Well, guess
yourself.
what? Both ends.
Right up in the crib. Bam, on a haystacks. But look. It was just a lot of like, I'm gonna die today. Today's our last day alive. Ho ho ho. Give me some wine. Oh, you want some wine? Yeah, it's our last day anyway. Like, it was a lot of that bullshit. Like, okay, I get it. Like,
so guess what?
We're
gonna be treated right. The next episode.
No, next episode I'm right.
You know
I'm
why
ready.
we're gonna get treated in the
I'm
next
tucked
episode?
You know why?
Pray to this guy
You know
out
why,
real
Mikey?
quick because I
Why?
wanted to make sure I got these numbers right.
Stand at the camera.
Episode 3 is directed by Miguel, some guy last name, who previously directed the Battle of the Bastards episode. According to a report, the upcoming Battle of Winterfell scene is the longest consecutive battle sequence ever committed to film at 40 minutes. The Helm's Deep battle from Lord of the Rings Two Towers is said to be the longest battle sequence from cinema history.
How long do you think that fucking battle in Game of Endgame was? The war scene?
Like half hour.
30 minutes?
It wasn't. Yeah, I don't think it's long.
It was pretty long.
I would say half hour.
It was pretty long.
Yeah, it's gotta be half hour.
It was
say half
pretty long.
hour.
It wasn't like...
It was enough for me to notice that.
Shoot, snap. Like, it wasn't like that. It wasn't quick.
Well, it's not. We got into little spoilers, so fuck.
We got into spoilers.
Slightly. I said a slight spoiler, but it's subtle spoiler.
Yeah,
moving
subtle
on, all right?
spoiler.
I didn't say too much,
God
guys.
damn it, Keyshawn. All right, well, this episode's going to go up a little later because I have to edit that out.
Yeah, it was just talked about something.
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I got hyped. I'm sorry, y'all.
We did get hyped.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it wasn't even that big of a spoiler. You could probably leave it in there, hopefully. But yeah, it was still a great. Fuck, I don't want to still have that train of thought because that's fucked me up. But Battle of the Bastards is still going to be showing the biggest fight. I think it took up to 40, 45 nights of night shootings to film the whole fight. And holy fuck, I am ready. My body's ready. A lot of people are saying this is going to be the turnaround episode. Everybody's saying this is the one.
I feel like after this episode, they're going to realize they need more people. They're going to go back to Cersei. You're going to be like, Cersei, look, bitch. Look, bitch.
Look at here, bitch.
We lost half the people we fucking came with.
He really wanted to say it. He really wanted to
And
say
then
it.
it's going to be, obviously, that's going to be the turnaround.
Yeah, predictions. People gonna die. I don't know who. I'm gonna cry probably again.
All right, before we close it, because you look, you finna close it.
No, I'm not. I'm just.
Who do you think is going to die?
Want to be real?
Be real.
Be real. Great rapper.
Either they die or turn White Walker. So who do you think it is?
You like Be Real?
Arya. All the B characters. I think top characters.
All the B characters. Are you talking about?
A lot of B characters. Like I'm not. I think Jon Snow.
Like the rest of Winterfell. Type
Jon
shit?
Snow, Daenerys.
Jon
They
Snow's a B
survive.
character?
Sansa survives. I think those are the three I think survive. Anybody else, I wouldn't be surprised if they die.
What about Bran? You think Bran's gonna die?
Bran
'Cause
could
he's gonna
probably
be
die.
What about Brian?
Bran gonna die.
I don't think Bran's gonna die.
Who's gonna push him?
That's funny. That's real funny. That's real funny. But because he's in a wheelchair.
Watch that shit and I got it.
He's in a wheelchair. That's funny. But look,
So everything's open to interpretation.
interpretation. There you go, baby. Slow down.
It's the blue moons.
It's the blue moon.
But yeah, man, I'm treating this like the movie. Just let it come to me. I'm just gonna absorb everything I can. I'm gonna, luckily for us, because it's HBO. If something happens, rewind, watch it again.
Facts.
So I'm excited for this. After this, it marks halfway point. We got another 3 episodes after this one. So I'm excited. I'm gonna wait. Who do you think's gonna die?
I think Brienne's gonna get fucked.
She just became a knight. She can't.
Never too soon. Brienne's gonna get done in. I don't think Arya's gonna die. I don't think she's gonna die. I think Daenerys is gonna come close to death.
Oh, I think somebody's gonna be close to that.
Like, I think Daenerys is gonna get like maybe badly injured, or to the point where she realizes like you may be the Dragon Queen, but you're not. You know what I'm saying? You're not invincible.
I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna retreat because they hinted it in the second episode where Theon is like, I want to go fight with the Starks.
How
and
his
then
sister
the
went back
sister
to
was like,
take
well, I'm
that.
gonna go back to the Iron Light.
Yeah, so
And
they're
then
not
I'm gonna
gonna
just
win this
hold
battle
this.
for sure.
it kind of just, I think it just foreshadowed that for sure. I
They're
think
not gonna win this
I
battle
don't
for
think they're
sure.
gonna win.
There's no way.
They're gonna be like fuck, dipping out.
Episode 3, if they won this, then what would they do the rest of 3 episodes? Like,
Go after Cersei.
fucking Cersei. They could just, if
Fuck
Cersei
that bitch.
if they really wanted to kill Cersei, like they would have just came with dragons. Like, fuck the bullshit.
Yeah, true.
So I don't think Cersei's really a fact. She's a factor, but like, as far as like to the main like plot of the story at this point,
don't
I
think
don't really
so?
think she's like that bitch anymore. Like she was the limelight.
She was that bitch though.
She was that bitch. That bitch was like that
Bitch.
bitch was fucking vile. I was.
I'm excited. That episode
Crazy ass
drops
bitch.
actually Sunday, 2 days from
I
now.
know I'm
damn.
hype. That's why I was
So,
excited when I said today's
Guess what?
Friday.
I'm off too, so watching that bad boy.
I hate you.
It's good to be off on Sundays. It's good to be enjoying the weekend. I don't know what else to talk about because I
Hope
think that
everybody out there
is it for the
smiling.
episode. That is it. Let's actually look for you guys out there listening, and you guys who are Game of Thrones fanatics. Not like Mikey, who hates Game of Thrones.
Fuck that bitch.
He thinks it's called Game of Losers.
Hold on, real quick. Hey, Samantha Ronco, if you're watching this, I saw your little comments. All right, I know my characters. All right, I see them.
Do you?
Let me know what you think about what's gonna happen in Game of Thrones. All right, comment below again.
There's
all right?
no
I'm
way in
here.
hell she watched this all the way
Yeah.
through.
She's gonna be like, "Oh, Game of Thrones. Just make sure you."
This
put
might
that
be
in
a
the-"
clip,
Unless I
so-
clip it out.
This might be a clip, so
He's just out at him. That's funny. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited. We're all excited. I'm excited for the weekend. Get it started. I'm gonna enjoy it because I'm gonna be off this whole time. You guys are working. Sucks to be you guys. So that's that. But if you guys are off like
Alright,
me
fuck
and you
you
want to
too.
watch this beautiful content, where can we go watch it at, Keyshawn?
HBO now.
I was talking about our channel, but okay.
YouTube.com/ShipToGaming. You can check us out on Stitcher, iTunes,
Weak.
Spotify, all the good podcast services you could possibly want in your ear holes.
Exactly. And then obviously we got another episode of Old Games Old Out, guys. They talk about Borderlands, Eli Shaw, Noah. Check those guys out. They make another great episode.
The
Always coming
OG
out.
Borderlands.
OG. Not even the new one.
G.
Not even the 2.
Oh.
Not even the Game of the Year edition. They go back to the
Old
back to
games
old
old.
loose shoot. So
Make sure you
Old
guys
Games
check out
Old.
their merch. OGO got a T-shirt on Teespring.
All our merch.
Cop
Oh yeah,
that.
we never pitched this. Or pimped this. We got some hot merch on the store. We got the Tambo vlog shirt.
Hot.
Tambo.
Probably the most best recepted shirt on the store right now. We got that hot, completely consensual t-shirt,
I
which has
ordered-
been on there,
I just got mine today.
and then sweatshirt.
Ordered it today.
for
So
you.
I spent a little time on that sweatshirt. People either love it or hate it. If you love it, absolutely buy it because I love it. Sean loves it. We can be.
If you
wearing
love it,
Shout out to you.
take a picture in it and then just post it on social media and then just tag CTG because I just want to see you wearing it.
And then that OGO t-shirt.
T-shirt is
like
nice.
retro
that shirt is nice.
t-shirt.
Post
You
that one
like it?
too.
I like that shirt.
Okay, cool. See, that one I was like, I'm not entirely sure. Like, I'm not sold on the color scheme. And then I started thinking about it. I was like, it's retro. I like it. So I'm gonna be ordering that as
Hating
well.
ass motherfucker.
And then we updated the team shirt. So Tambo is now on our team shirt.
Shout out Tambo, even
Shout
though
out
he's
to
not here.
Big T.
Titty
We
boy
filmed
Tambo.
early today, so
Titty boy.
Game of Thrones.
Tambo.
No, Endgame really fucked up our scheduling, but we got you
Yes.
back, guys, with 2 back-to-back episodes. Be sure to check
we
it
do
out
it for you
again.
guys.
We got this episode right here, completely consensual, of this week's podcast, and then we got that Avengers spoiler galore. Nothing. I was gonna say nothing but spoilers, but yeah, that's what it is. Nothing but spoilers. So definitely check it out once you've watched the movie. Again, like Mikey said, check us out on youtube.com/chippedtoothgaming. You can check us out there. Spotify, YouTube for all your audio listeners. Check us out there. I am going to be closing it out by saying I am your host, Compa Andres. And then to my left, you got Cheeks,
To the left.
Double D Doherty.
Until next time, players.
Left.
Then we got the kid, Wavy. I don't even know.
To the
Wavy
right.
check. I was going to say left, but then
Just
I
say my
realized.
name.
That kid Flowers is ever so nasty.
Right.
Gosh,
Sean.
guys, all right, guys.
Thank
Thank
you
for
guys.
watching.
Thank you guys for listening. We'll catch you next time.
Until next time.
We'll see you next time.
Next time.
Hey, later. I'll see you next time.
Hasta mañana.
I will see you.
What was your little outro before?
I have it written down.
Talk to you later.
We'll see you soon.
T2IL. It's called Hags.
I want the last
I
word.
said Hags.
I want the
Hags,
last
have a
word.
nice summer.
I want the last word.
Hags.
I want the last word. See you guys soon.
We'll talk to you guys.
All right, guys. I'm ending the recording now.
All right, guys.
Bye.
All right, peace out.